Meghan's sick at heart as goes around comes around on incurring US boycott wave after stripped title. Meghan Markle is explicitly getting involved in American politics for the first time. She's written a letter advocating for paid parental leave, and Republican leaders are not happy about it. Some are going so far as to say she should be stripped of her royal titles. Paid parental leave. Markle and Harry are passionate believers in numerous social issues. They're full-time philanthropists, and one cause dear to them is paid parental leave. In the United States, there is no national paid parental leave. Calling herself an engaged citizen and a parent, Markle writes, "I'm writing to you on behalf of millions of American families who are using their voices to say that comprehensive paid leave should not be a place to compromise or negotiate." She also correctly notes that most nations with the wealth of the United States have paid leave policies in place. Missouri Republican strikes back. Republican Representative Jason Smith from Missouri heard this plea for rights that many other developed nations share and lashed out. In a letter to the Daily Mail, he writes, "Ms. Markle's latest interference in U.S. politics reignites the question in my mind as to why the royal family does not simply strip her and Harry officially of their titles, particularly since she insists on sending this under the pretense of being the Duchess of Sussex." Markle and Harry have both been outspoken supporters of Black Lives Matter, something tabloids do not like. It seems Smith isn't a fan either. He disregards her plea as laughable, and says paid parental leave is aimed more at helping global elites get huge tax breaks than helping the working families she claims to have dined with. At this point, we have to note that paid parental leave does not need to be a partisan issue. According to the Pew Research Center, there's been widespread support for paid family leave for years now. Smith is obstructing something a vast majority of Americans, folks who put him in office, want. Meghan Markle cannot be stripped of her title for sending a letter to American politicians advocating for paid parental leave, a constitutional expert has claimed. Last week, Meghan penned the powerful letter calling for paid leave for all new parents in America. She sent it to Senate Leader Chuck Schumer and Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi, acknowledging she is not an elected official or politician, but wanted to speak as a mom on the issue. She also wrote about the sacrifices working parents have to make not just in pursuit of the American dream, but simply the dream of stability. The letter was on headed paper that read it was from the office of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In response, Republican Congressman Jason Smith called for Meghan to be stripped of her title for interfering in U.S. politics. There is an expectation that members of the royal family are politically neutral. But constitutional expert Ian McMahon told Express.co.uk that conventions such as these are there to be tested. He said, "Like all conventions, there is much flexibility as to what is, and what is not, acceptable territory to become involved in, and the further away any royal is from succeeding to the crown the greater the latitude given. Made no difference. Sadly, that's neither here nor there. Markle is hated and vilified by many, so Smith might be hoping to win some brownie points with constituents by bashing her letter. She's got just as much a right as anyone to advocate for what she believes in and has a large platform where she may be able to make a difference." Markle's letter made no difference. Democrats slashed it from Joe Biden's budget plan over pushback from Senator Joe Manchin. The fight for paid parental leave will have to soldier on.